Hello and welcome to the New Indian Express. India has made its first move against Pakistan for the Pahalgam terror attack by terminating the Indus Waters Treaty, which was signed in 1960. Since the release of this news, we have been seeing social media posts saying that this will cut off all of Pakistan's water supply. But aside from all the posts saying that revenge has been served, how will this move impact Pakistan? The Indus River system, vital to both countries, includes the Indus River and its 5 left bank tributaries: the Ravi, Beas, Satluj, Jhelum and Chenab. The Ravi, Beas and Satluj are together called Eastern Rivers, while the Chenab, Jhelum and Indus Main are called as Western Rivers. As per the 1960 treaty, India has unrestricted use of all the waters of the eastern rivers of the Indus system, Satluj, Beas and Ravi. Pakistan, meanwhile, was allowed to receive water from the western rivers, Indus, Jhelum and Chenab. So how will India cut off Pakistan's water supply? India is an upper riparian country, that is the place where the river originates, and Pakistan is a lower riparian country, that is where the river ends. Indus, Jhelum and Chenab originate in India, and these rivers contribute up to 80% of Pakistan's water flow. This is India's trump card and the one that it is going to use. The treaty was signed in 1960 because India had temporarily stopped the water flow in 1948. It was after years of negotiations the Indus Water Treaty would be finalized. Now in its absence, India is under no obligation to follow any restrictions. There are works such as reservoir flushing of the Kishaganga Reservoir and other projects on western rivers in Jammu and Kashmir that the Indian government might start working on. Flushing can help India desilt its reservoir, but then filling the entire reservoir would take days, which will mean that Pakistan could lose a substantial amount of water during this work. The Indus Water Treaty currently prohibits it. Under the treaty, reservoir filling after the flushing has to be done in August, peak monsoon period, but with the pact in abeyance, it could mean any time. Doing it when sowing season begins in Pakistan could be detrimental, especially when a large part of Punjab in Pakistan depends on the Indus and its tributaries for irrigation. According to the treaty, there are design restrictions on building structures like dams on Indus and its tributaries. In the past, Pakistan has raised objections over the designs, but in the future, it will be obligatory to take the concerns on board. In the past, almost every project has been objected to by Pakistan. Notable are Salal, Baglihar, Uri, Chutak, Nimu Basgo, Kishanganga, Pakaldur, Miar, Lower Kalnai and Ratal. After the Pulwama terror attack in 2019, the government cleared 8 more hydro projects in Ladakh. The objection may no longer be applicable for the new projects. There are also operational restrictions on how reservoirs are to be filled and operated. With the treaty in abeyance, these are no longer applicable. India can stop sharing flood data on the rivers also. This could prove detrimental to Pakistan, especially during the monsoon when rivers swell. Complete details are not available as to how the Indian government plans to implement this move. However, if this is carried out, this could have drastic effects on Pakistan.